With its world-class mountain biking and endless mountain ranges, Canada has always drawn our attention. But for a while this summer, we weren't sure if our drive south from Alaska to Washington would include any recreational stops due to strict COVID restrictions. Lucky for us, the borders opened just in time and we were free to hike, ride, and explore Canada at our own pace. And although winter is just around the corner here in the largest city in northern Canada, we're not letting that scare us away. At least not yet.
Look at those guns. Jeez, you been working out?
All right, we just got new information from Wikipedia. It is the smallest desert in the world.
After leaving the US-Canada border, we finally rolled into the only sizable town since leaving Fairbanks, 10 hours away, and that is Whitehorse, Yukon. Okay, so we are in the town of Whitehorse, Canada, in the Yukon, and on the map, or really all of Yukon, we'd never expected much from all these towns we'd be driving through. We assumed they'd just be like 3 stoplight towns. And Whitehorse is massive and very pretty. It's interesting when you go into a place and have no expectations and then it's everything that you never expected. It doesn't feel like we are way out there in Canada. Like if you look up Whitehorse on the map right now, we are far north. There really isn't anything else near here. Like the direction we just drove from, we pass a gas station every, I don't know, 2 hours? Something like that. So there's not much. And it's interesting to see this full functioning community just kind of plop down. Obviously, you expect Canada to be very similar to the US because of its proximity, because we all more or less speak English. There is a lot of French here, but majority English. You immediately feel the difference in culture, the difference in the stores. Oh, and we have a unique issue that we didn't think about beforehand.
The Canadian streets are pretty similar to the US.
We don't have Canadian currency.
Yeah, they took card.
They took card, okay.
They take cards.
Luckily we have credit cards, you know? What is money anyway? Do people still use cash?
I will say it was the first time he's ever seen an Apple Card though, because he was like, whoa!
Oh really?
This is a metal card?
Evan uses his Apple Card because they don't charge
international fees.
Yep, international fees. So that's beneficial to have. However, we should probably get our hands on a few Canadian bucks.
Oh yeah, just in case.
Anyway, let's show you guys around this town a little bit. And maybe we'll go into some of these weird stores. Okay, so we went into the Canadian Tire and Evan is having a blast. Yeah, we were just getting going.
Yeah, we were just getting our warm-up ride in, and Melanie, with her strength, broke a spring in her shifter. So it shifts the first 5, but then once the spring's needed for the rest of the teeth.
I took a big drop. And afterwards, when I went to go do it again, I was like, this is a little loose. I can't really get into an easier gear here to climb back up. Now, wouldn't you know, Canada takes Sunday off. So all the bike shops are closed. We're definitely here for another night because this is the only city of substance and things for a long radius.
And we want to ride some more.
And we want to ride some more. And the lights are going to come out tonight. And there's a really nice community center that I want to go to. First thing Monday morning, we took my bike into iCycle Sports, the local bike shop. While the shifter got repaired, we set off on a little walk around Miles Canyon. The blue water flowing through the canyon was beautiful, but it was the huge, colorful, and abundant fungi that really drew our attention. Okay, so today we're gonna go do some riding in Whitehorse, Yukon, not to be mistaken for Whitefish, Montana, which I've been doing several times. And I think we're gonna do the Dream Trail loop, kind of. Should be a good time. The weather looks like it's holding out, so let's get to it.
Let's go. A few minutes in and we're already layering down. Look at those guns. Jeez, you've been working out?
I think it's because we're blocked from the breeze and the trees here. So it feels a little bit warmer. We've also got the blood pumping a little bit.
Pedaling a little bit. So far, it's just a casual stroll. Nellie's just up ahead. It only goes up from here, so we'll see how it goes.
Here's my attempt at speaking French. Almost 10 years removed, 8 years.
Oh, wow.
From classes.
Still better than me.
It's been a while since I visited France, too, so.
Let's hear it.
Let's hear it. Avec l'appui financier du programme infrastructure. That's a hard word in English. Infrastructure communautaire.
Wow.
Communautaire? Canada.
All right, we gotta let all these Canadians know you're taking.
I think I nailed the first part. Avec l'appui financier du. I studied French for 6 years in high school and college, though. So if you guys like studied Spanish, which is what most people did, you know that it's not really. They're not teaching you a whole lot.
We're about halfway up the climb. Starting to get some views up here, but we are for certain out of shape. What's the elevation here? Oh, see you at the top. The last push on this Dream Trail is a push for us. We're not able to climb this bad boy. Not yet. We're still not able to do this. It's a pretty good push too. Nellie's got it. Finally, we made it to our top, which is here. You could actually, it looks like you can shuttle from where we
were at last night.
Yeah, so.
Which is pretty far up the mountain. First things first, when we got up here was to put on all of our layers because we were fully exposed to the wind up here. I'd say it's probably 40 degrees. It's freezing. 40 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah, but it was a Celsius.
Sorry.
It's beautiful up here. Really excited about the ride down.
Oh yeah, it's gorgeous up here. The fall colors are just bam. Wazam.
Zam. Oh my God. Nellie's already being crazy.
dogs out there chasing quails. Ooh, I can smell your brakes. We set out for this ride telling ourselves that no cold weather's gonna hold us back. We can get through this. Now we're at the top and basically crying because we have frozen fingers.
And we can see the rain coming in the distance.
You could see it on my phone, so you might be able to see it in the camera.
Oh well, wish us luck. Can we beat the rain? Catch that dog.
My fingers are beyond frozen right now. Okay, I'm thinking about sticking them in my pants, honestly.
It's gonna be hard to steer when they're in your pants.
To warm them up so they don't feel like they're gonna fall off.
All right.
The rest of my body is fine except for my extremities,
Oh.
fingers and toes.
Yeah, you're. Whoa. Nelly coming out of the woodwork. The dream. The dream. It's the name of the trail. Oh yeah, this is sick. Oh, get some air. Whoa, 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 whoa. Nelly. All right. We made it back to the van. Luckily, no rain. Penelope's getting her food. Melanie, I don't know what you're doing.
I'm trying to fix the shoes.
Oh, thank you. Next, we gotta eat something. So, we did our mountain bike ride, and since it was like our first day back, of course, we got a pizza.
This place is Panago. I'm probably pronouncing that right. But they're just like a chain, and I'm impressed. Granted, I haven't tasted it yet. But I'm impressed with all of their options.
What'd you get?
We got the
Plant-based spicy Hawaiian.
Spicy Hawaiian.
What's your verdict?
The verdict is that Panago pizza was delish. And their menu, I'm still so impressed with their menu. I don't know how something like that doesn't exist in the lower 48 as a chain.
Yeah, because it's in Canada.
As a chain.
It's in Canada, bro.
Per the bike shop's recommendation, the next day we drove an hour south to the small town of Carcross to check out the world-class mountain biking and the desert. Let me catch my breath real quick. Okay, we are at the smallest desert in North America. I'll have to fact check that actually. It might just be in Canada, but it's about 1 square mile. Also, we'll need to fact check that.
All right, we just got new information from Wikipedia. It is the smallest desert in the world, and it's raining. And look at this view. Absolutely incredible. We're kind of hiding out behind the bushes here, just hoping this little storm passes.
Huh. So we're pretty much looking at all of it, is what you're saying.
Yeah, but it's pretty cool because we're surrounded by mountains. We're about 2 hours north of Skagway, Alaska.
Yeah, no one knows where that is either. We're still in the Yukon.
North of Juneau, Alaska. So it's just somewhere where you wouldn't expect to come across sand dunes. We'll need to add on to the list of things that my extra toughs have been useful. Marshes, mud pits, mud flats, water, obviously, and sand dunes. Last time I went to the sand dunes, actually all the times that I've been, I have come back with at least a pound of sand in each shoe. So we're hoping to prevent that this time around.
Way too much time at this smallest desert in the world.
It was so much fun.
It was so much fun, but we need to come back with a Cybertruck.
Oh, Penelope's out there hunting something.
Penelope's a hunter because there's these little forests in the sand, and she enjoys those. Birds,
Trees.
squirrels, she's all about it.
Highly recommend coming to the Carcross Desert. Even though it's the smallest in the world, it is still, I mean, plenty of playground, and we had loads of fun. Definitely spent over an hour here.
And not a single soul was out here.
Yes.
So that was cool. Apparently people do come out with their cars, but we didn't see that today.
Good morning. We're out here in Carcross. We're just did the climb up to the start of our downhill descent. We're gonna do Wolverine. We spared you guys the climb.
We're not going up quite as high in elevation as that trail that we did in Whitehorse, so I think the fingers will not freeze, and we should be okay. As long as our fingers don't freeze.
All right, top of the trail has this adorable little house here. Oh, it's a shitter.
animal in the cage.
No, she's wandering around, chasing grouse.
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 That was a really fun ride, and it's really warming us up for lower BC Whistler area. Yeah. Is it though? I don't know. Whistler's
Probably
supposed
not.
to be a whole nother beast.
Come back tomorrow, probably ride another trail, and then start heading south because it's supposed to start snowing up here soon, and we don't want to deal with that.
Within like the next couple of days. Carcross, originally known as Caribou Crossing, is a small town in the Yukon with a population of only 500. Downtown is a mix of boarded up historic sites and a newer coffee shop and information center. As we were getting ready to leave, this guy who drives this truck came up to us. Huh? Dan, he came up to us. He's like, hey, you guys want to ride? And we're like, well, sure. If you're going to take us to the top of the mountain for free, why not? So we hopped in that thing on those seats in the convertible, and we saved ourselves like 6 miles of pedaling uphill. So now we have a sweet, sweet downhill ahead of us. And unfortunately, we did plan on tipping him, but we don't carry any cash. And on top of that, if we did, it would all be US dollars. I probably should have given him, like one of our cards and been like, hey, reach out, I'll Venmo you some money. In Whitehorse, they say you're never more than 15 minutes away from wilderness. This town that we thought would be a quick pass-through on our way to BC quickly made a lasting memory. We stayed over a week, and yet it wasn't enough to check off all there is to do. But as we'll say more than once over the next few weeks in Canada, winter is coming, so off we go to northern BC. So join us next week as we take the scenic Cassiar Highway and a few detours that may or may not have been worth it.